second. They either score or we go to OT.
Keep an eye on
Stand by network station.
Keep an eye on Harvey.
He jumped over this kid into this thing. I still think that is one of the greatest dunks of all time in NCAA history. The real basketball critics didn't like what we just continued to put on people.
Against the Orlando Magic and claimed victory with a clean sweep. This was Clyde's last appearance in the NBA Finals, and he finished on a high note with an average of 21.5 points per game. He would play for 3 more years, eventually retiring in 1998 and coaching several teams throughout the next few years. Drexler was celebrated for his fast pace and his general athleticism. His nickname was a reflection of his ability to glide around the court in a seemingly effortless fashion. During his college career, his shooting ability was considered substandard. However, this skill, beginning from the early stages of his career, the ex-NBA shooting guard has invested in multiple properties, including a sprawling 9,800 square foot residence situated on 1.5 gated acres atop a hill in Houston, Texas. Early life. Drexler was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and grew up in the South Park neighborhood of Houston, Texas, with his parents, Eunice and James Drexler. He attended Ross Sterling High School in Houston, where he shared classes with tennis player Zena Garrison. Although he initially failed to make the basketball team as a sophomore, Drexler's athletic prowess led him to join the varsity baseball team. It wasn't until his senior year that he made the basketball team, playing as a 6'6" center. His standout performance during a 1979 Christmas tournament, where he scored 34 points and grabbed 27 rebounds against Sharpstown High School, caught the attention of college coaches. After graduating in 1980, Drexler received recruitment offers from New Mexico State University, Texas Tech University, and the University of Houston. His decision to attend the University of Houston was influenced by his childhood friend Michael Young, who praised Drexler as the best player he had faced in high school. Drexler's desire to stay close to home also played a role in his decision. While at the University of Houston, he pursued a major in finance and worked at...
That's a learned skill, long time. Drexler, no matchup on the other end, transition defense. Here's a matchup they like.
Juwan trying to get Donaldson up, takes it to the hole. Oh, my.
If I was sitting on that bench, I'd be saying, I got to get this isolation
With a 30-point performance, he's averaging 17 points in the series. He tries a 3.
Confidence of a great player. Nothing bothers. They come in cold. It does not matter. Scores are scores.
The playoffs when he has his birthday. Drexler makes it 36-29. But look at games 2 and 3, especially game 2. He had 30 points.
They, over the period of the series, the player hit to the basket. Unfortunately, didn't score it for him, but he does get to the free throw line, connects on the first.
More wide open team. You can see it on that particular move.
Yeah, the interesting part is what's happened to the other people. Cassell averaging 3 points a game. I thought he's got a lead. Maybe that's the reason why.
Well, Akeem set down with 11 minutes to go.
And claimed victory with a clean sweep. This was Clyde's last appearance in the NBA Finals, and he finished on a high note with an average of 21.5 points per game. He would play for 3 more years, eventually retiring in 1998 and coaching several teams throughout the next few years. Drexler was celebrated for his fast pace and his general athleticism. His nickname was a reflection of his ability to glide around the court in a seemingly effortless fashion. During his college career, his shooting ability was considered substandard. However, this skill improved with time, with Clyde eventually becoming an effective outside shooter. By far, his most notable skill was his jump.
His team has outscored him 6-4, and there's Chucky Brown. And well, Chucky Brown is one of those guys who's come off the bench. Drexler with another 3. That's where he hit one earlier.
He went to the isolation.
And the Rockets come out of there with him. Cassell. Ellie. And the crowd erupts.
Brown coming up with that loose ball. Cassell on the run. We haven't seen this from Ellie in a long time.
Ability. This allowed him to dunk the ball in a truly spectacular fashion during games and NBA All-Star dunk contests. At the end of the day, Clyde was an extremely well-rounded player with very few weaknesses. He racked up an impressive number of rebounds, assists, and steals over the course of his career, while also developing a reputation as an excellent shot blocker. In 2008, it was reported that Clyde had recorded a higher average of offensive rebounds than any other guard in the NBA. Despite initial skepticism from Houston supporters and alumni, made several television appearances, saw Drexler's potential guest spots on shows to the team. Like Married, Personal Life, Arliss, Drexler tied the knot with Gaynell on December 30th. He also had a cameo role in the basketball movie Like Mike 2, their marriage in 2006. They share 4 children. He competed in the Spike TV show Pros vs. Joe, the latter during its first season, where amateurs faced off against professional Drexler remarried, this time in 2007, whom he got acquainted joined the cast of Dancing with the Stars for its 4th season, and was eliminated in round 5. Drexler has been involved in various the team did not perform Celebrity Apprentice during the regular season, assisting the men's team rock solid with a task involving creating video advertisements for right guard. Coaching stint. Drexler stayed with the Rockets for 3 more seasons before retiring from the NBA after the 1997-98 season in order to become head men's basketball coach at his alma mater, the University of Houston. Drexler coached the Cougars in the 1998-99 and 1999-2000 seasons. After compiling a 19-39 record in his 2 seasons, Drexler decided to resign to spend more time with his family. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like, share with friends, and please subscribe.
Lack of playing time in the last game. Drexler, we got Hornacek kind of hung up, and Hornacek hurt himself a little bit. 1:49, Houston. Into Drexler. Drexler kicks it out. Kenny Smith. That's a 3.
Got it. Chucky Brown making a great pass. Drexler slipped behind. He lobbed it across.
It is now 7 of 10 for the
Malone, Stockton, Malone. And Stockton's going to keep penetrating. And Drexler answers for the 3. But Stockton's going to keep penetrating, either 3 on occasion. But they're backing off now.
Drexler is feeling. He is feeling.
Well, between he and Elijah Wan. And this gives Elijah Wan a chance to rest. Drexler averaging 6 rebounds a game regular season, 4-7. One of those great guard rebounders.
And he just drilled another one from behind the line. A long 3. And Drexler has not missed from 3-point land. Drexler.
This is long range. This is the old 3-point line. Look at that rotation.
Clyde Drexler during the regular season shot 36% from 3-point land, and this is a team now that's zeroed in again on the 3s. On Elijah Wan, who goes out now at the 3:45 mark of the 3rd.
They're going to have to ride
Before
Drexler.
Clyde Drexler joined the Houston Rockets, he had already immersed himself as one of the greatest players in NBA history, held the Portland Trail Blazers to the NBA Finals twice, and was named to 8 All-Star teams during his time in Portland. Clyde the Glide received MVP consideration during the 1987-88 season and was an MVP finalist during the 1991-92 season, finishing as the runner-up to only Chicago Bulls legend Michael Jordan. Drexler was also named to 3 consecutive All-NBA teams and finished within the top 5 in scoring on 3 different occasions during his tenure in the Rip City. So how come no Rocket player but Hakeem the Dream wanted him on their championship squad? Welcome to the Squad Dawkins channel. Here we go back in time and break down the aftermath of the Clyde Drexler's trade to the Houston Rockets. With all the success Drexler had with the Blazers, he realized there was more to be had, as he was missing an NBA title from his resume. He ultimately demanded a trade, forcing then Blazers general manager Bob Whitsitt to deal him. And on February 14th, 1995, he was dealt to the champions, the Houston Rockets. Drexler was shipped for Otis Thorpe, Marcelo Nicola, and Blazers' first-round pick in the 1995 NBA Draft. Years later, the Blazers and Rockets legend explained why he was so eager to start off away from Portland.
The only reason I left Portland, they were starting to rebuild. Because after all those great years, I had some injuries on my knee, and they kind of gave up a little bit too soon. And so they started rebuilding. They got rid of Kevin Duckworth, and I was like, hold up, guys. We don't have a center. And then they started saying, well, we need to rebuild. We need to trade some of these veterans while they can still play so we can get something for them. And that's when I orchestrated the trade to Houston. But if they had not done that, I would have finished my career there.
The thing that everyone forgets about Drexler joining the Houston Rockets is that many of the
Elijah, a team with a tough catch and then able to lay it off the glass.
Drexler can control. Watch Stockton.
Well, he actually tipped it, but it went to Stockton. You call that one all the way. Drexler scrambling around to Ellie.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky and good. That's as straight as you can get with expression. And that ball rolling around to the floor.
Hang on here. There's a 6-1 elimination games, and Drexler kind of putting an exclamation point on this game.
What a move. If you want to see one of the great players in basketball, watch this move. To get up inside of that and dunk it on the offside of the basket. Not on the front side. Beats the whole club and dunks it on the other side.
Well, Guy Lewis would be proud, wouldn't he? University of Houston coach, his two guys, the Phi Slama Jama, have done it.
It's interesting to me what will happen after this game. If Houston has in fact made preparation to fly up there tonight or whether they go tomorrow.
Clyde Drexler this year had a high of 41 points. And he's approaching that now with 39.
You talk about this significance.
114 to 97, 4.5 minutes left. Drexler now. Here's our player of the game now. We were holding this as kind of a surprise. The degree of difficulty there. I don't know how many points you'd give him on that, do you?
That's a 10.
Otherwise, your player of the game, Clyde Drexler. These numbers: 41 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 12 of 18 from the field, 13 of 14 from the free throw line, only 1 turnover. He had 39 points in a 30-minute span. And you guys, Clyde, have some mental toughness. You are now 6-1 the last 2 years in elimination games.
I tell you, when your back is to the wall, I think you either have to put up or shut up. And tonight's game was basically a simple thing. We had to come out and play our game and establish ourselves, or go on vacation. But, I didn't have any plans, guys, so I wouldn't have known what to do with that free time.
Have you ever scored this amount of points in a playoff game?
I think it could have happened once or twice, but I don't think we worry about that. I like the way we did it. We picked up the pace and we had good looks, and we just took advantage of it.
I like the fact that you went to Elijah on early. He carries you, and then they came back to you. They started isolating you, and that's a pretty